Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet. I think I'm here. Please tell me if I am. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you whatever me? I should have been making sure I look okay here. Oh, I didn't put a thumbnail on. Oops. Is what it is at this point. Leanne, I think you're here. Ready and waiting and down under Australia. Holy cats. Sorry. An evening chat for me. That's a little different. Yeah, it is a little different for you, isn't it? We are on an expressway we're not familiar with, and you seriously, it looked like you could have gone either way to get to the way that you needed to go, and that wasn't the way we were supposed to go. We're on the way we're supposed to go, though. Anyway, what are you guys working on? What are you doing? Oh, it's closed. Well, that's interesting. Thankfully, GPS is great and redirects. But wow, look, it added 20 minutes. It was cool because when we left the house, it said it was going to take like only 3.5 hours, and we were expecting 4.5 hours just for distance, and built in a half hour for like stopping. Like I started out driving, and then Mr. Boyfriend took over so I could set this up, and so we were actually going to get there like a half hour earlier than expected. Plus, we didn't build into the fact that it's going to be Eastern time where we are, and we're in Central. So had we wanted to get there when we wanted to get there, we probably should have left like an hour earlier. But it is what it is. So, but at 4 o'clock in the morning, the time travel is going to be significantly less, because at that time GPS is counting on the traffic that is currently there, not, but whatever. Good morning, Mom. How are you? I don't know who's going to be here. I texted a bunch of people. Pam said she may be here towards when I'm getting off. Tammy with Twisted Stitches said she may actually be on here because she has plans at like 9 a.m. So she may be up having some tea. So that would be awesome. I just texted everybody, reminding everybody that I'm here. And then who else? And I'll let you know who I'm meeting today or this evening. That Mr. Boyfriend and I are meeting this evening. Leanne got it right in the Facebook group. Of anybody, I thought for sure she would be the one that would guess it, because she just knows me well enough. She's been with me since the beginning, several years ago, and many years ago. I think I'm going on 5 years this year. Or is it 6 years this year? I think it's 5 years this year. I was talking about that. We were at a garage sale, and Mr. Boyfriend, my biggest promoter, of course, goes, "This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet," which is what he does anytime it happens to be that something with my channel or something with yarn or something with crochet comes up. Yeah, these are very confusing. Like, not very... Oh, okay, that's there. Okay. Anyway, so who thinks clearly at 4:30 a.m.? Yeah, I know. Leanne and I have been talking for the last few hours because she's actually awake right now. Normally we're reversed, and normally it's morning for her for my lives. Now it's evening for her. Good morning, Larissa. I'm the stalker. Yeah, Leanne, I know, right? Good morning, Leanne. And it was funny because my mom messaged me, I think it was about 4:20ish, and she gave me like a reminder checklist of stuff, and said, have safe travel. I said, we're on the road already. She goes, oh. But yeah, anyway, so I was planning on having a 2-hour live, figuring I'd still have like an hour afterwards to, just hang out and listen to music with Mr. Boyfriend. But it looks like we're not going to be on the road that long. Well, we are, but I don't know. We're going to play it by ear. So just a couple things before we start. We're not on an expressway anymore. We're like in a town. Anyway, so yeah. Are you holding hands? No, my hand is right here because I'm going to be crocheting in a second. But here we are. We're holding hands now. My mom asked that because like 80% of the time we're in the car, we're holding hands. Obviously there are times we're on our phone or we need two hands on the wheel or whatever, or I'm crocheting, which honestly I hate crocheting in the car because I don't get to hold his hand. I actually say that anytime I'm crocheting. I'm like, I don't want to do this because I don't hold your hand. So yes, currently we're holding hands. So anyway, a couple things. I have a happy mail right here. I got an email, I don't know, last week I think, from Ann Tudor. You guys know I love her. She does the hand blown stitch markers and hand blown glass stitch markers, which an ad's going to start in about a minute. If you guys can let me know, I put it on like let YouTube decide, but do it like the lowest amount. So let me know if it's going crazy or anything. But so anyway, I got an email from her. I know she was restructuring stuff and she was starting to like do more knits, like showing her knit stuff and things like that. And she said, and I like freaked out, that she is no longer going to be hand blowing stitch markers. I was like, what is happening in this world? So she was putting all of her entire collection that she had up for sale, or that she sold, on sale. And you could get like a mystery bag of 5 stitch markers for whatever the price was. I can't remember, which was on sale. And so I think Mr. Boyer was sitting next to me on the couch, and I gasped when I read her email, and he's like, what? And I said, Ann Tudor's not making stitch markers anymore. And so I forwarded him the email, and I said, oh my God, check this out. So that's this. There's 5. I have no idea which ones are in there. She had amazing ones. She had amazing ones. She took a picture, like she had them all out on something, and she took a picture, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I don't know what it is, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay, so I have to not hold Mr. Boyer's hand so we can open this. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna need a knife or not. Let's see. You should have put a note like, I'm sorry for the disappointment of your disappointing you and everything. Just kidding. She said, thank you so much, Anne. That's sweet. It's final clearance. What? Oh my gosh. I am like devastated. Although we're going to learn how to blow clay. Oh, we went to the Renaissance Fair. First time. Okay, my mom said we went in Florida when we first moved down there. I don't remember that at all. So I considered this my first time to Renaissance Fair because we were actually there for the not quite the entire day, but so there was a glass blowing presentation. However, in this case, it wasn't with blow torches and the glass tubes, like colored glass tubes and stuff. This dude was like blowing glass. Like he had a kiln. No, yeah, a kiln with like the bowl. Like there is no bowl inside. Like it was all melted glass in there. I forgot what temperature it was at. And he had like the long poles that he would get the glass in. He would twirl it. He'd blow it. Everything. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was like a 45-minute thing. Super cool. But that's not what it is that we're going to learn how to do. We're going to learn how to do what Anne did. I wanted to do this already for a couple years, but whoa, sorry guys. You guys kind of flew there for a second. So anyway, I'm gonna learn how to do this myself, and then I can make as many as I want and sell them. So let's open it. Okay, so it came in a little. This is the way she would normally send a stitch marker. Is in this Ann Tudor case. It's a little metal case, and then in a little like felt thingy. About, wow, 5 of them are in this little thing. No, because I didn't get one here yet. I got it at home. Sorry for the bumps, but it's a bumpy road. Okay. Oh my gosh, no, okay. So I got a little sheep. Sorry guys, maybe this is not the time to be doing this. So I got a little sheep, and all of hers. I'm gonna wait until we get to a light, or we're back on the expressway or something. Although we're not going to be on an expressway for a few miles. So anyway, all of her stitch markers have an A engraved on it. Nicely packaged. It's all little things that creative people share and like. Yeah, totally. I'm so sorry for the massive earthquakes on the road. This is almost as bad as the streets in Chicago, which are like pothole after pothole after pothole. Not quite. It's not that bad, but there are areas that are bad. Okay, so there's the sheep. I've never had one of her sheeps. I never got one of her sheeps. Oh, look, this is a candle. I think it's a candle. No, maybe lipstick. I don't know. Make up what you want. And then the A on the back. I did get, when she was for support of Ukraine, she was making sunflowers, and a certain portion of the proceeds. There's another ad coming up. Are you kidding me? I may go turn ads off because that's annoying. But I got one of those, and it's beautiful. I have several of hers. Oh, look, a little trailer. I mean, look at the detail. This is, I mean, blowing glass and doing all of this. I'm trying to figure out which way to do this. It's just awesome. I got a Christmas one. This is a candy cane. Yay, a candy cane. Which, wait, son of a biscuit. Oops, sorry. That's not a good term. What is this one? You understand I'm like doing stuff here, right? Hey, you didn't say good morning yet.
Good morning yet.
And then, what is this? I thought it was like a cinnamon bun. What do you think that is? It's like maybe a butterfly in there. You guys tell me what you think it is. Can't figure out this camera. You tell me what you think that is. That's the top of it. I have no idea. Maybe this was one of her mistakes or something. You know how sometimes you have, you make something and there's a little blip in it. And maybe that's what it is. Which actually her A would make it this way, which is, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so yay, I'm so excited. I got 5 of her like final batch stitch markers. I'm so sad. You have no idea. Not that I can like afford to get her stuff all the time. And I haven't gotten one since we've been together. So a while. But anyway, Oh wait, I read that. I remember you telling us how smooth she gets her glass markers. Seriously, there's no catching on any of her stitch markers. They are totally smooth. Even when they're like the 3D ones, like the candy cane or the whatever, she does amazing work. Like seriously amazing. I haven't seen an ad yet. Oh, okay. Good morning, Mr. Boyfriend, Mama said. Good morning. A pancake. Oh, it could be a pancake with maybe the syrup, a glob of syrup. I don't know, or maybe a peach underneath the syrup. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that a little closer when. Oh, I put it away already, but it's hard to tell in this camera. I know. Okay. So anyway, oh, hold on. I'm trying to do this before the light changes. It could be a pancake with or it's
just some color.
I think it's a flower.
Yeah.
I think it's a flower. I think the center. Yeah, let me see. I don't know. It's not working that way. I don't know, but it's cute. And I'm grateful to have. Thank you, Mr. Boyfriend. Okay. So where do I put this so that it doesn't get lost? Oh, okay, I threw it in the back seat. Oops. Okie dokie. So what I figured I would do, and I know, well, I don't know if anybody's going to watch this from the beginning while the live is going, but I'm sure somebody else will ask me about it too. We have someone watching Miley. So she's not on all day. We're going to be gone all day. But Miley is okay. If anybody, we are headed, are we in Indiana yet? No. We are headed to Indiana and going to the Sweetwater Guitar Fest. So if anybody happens to live in Fort Wayne and wants to check out the Sweetwater Guitar Fest, I think it's free. You can like sign up online and just request a ticket, and they send you a QR code. But yeah, so that's where we're going to be. And then this evening, or should I wait and see if anybody else comes before I announce who we're meeting? I'm so excited. I was actually going to say she's the largest YouTube channel creator that I will have met, but technically not, because Rose with Rose Likes Crochet has like 2,000 more subscribers than this person does. However, this person has been around longer, and so many people know her. And I am in no way surprised that Leanne is the one that knew exactly who it was, based on my description. Another ad is going to be popping up in 45 seconds. So if my mom's not getting ads, Leanne, are you getting ads? Oh, wait, I can skip the ad. Okay, I skipped the ad. Never mind. But that's weird. I've only been on for 18 and a half minutes, and there's 3 ads that were supposed to come up. And that was supposed to be like on their lowest setting. What is happening? Let me check monetization. Yeah, I have it on conservative, which is supposed to be the lower earnings potential. So weird. I know you've admired her a long time. I have. She is so awesome. She makes amazing stuff. She does know how to crochet, although she primarily knits. And she's been I love when she makes socks for Dan. I almost gave it away. Anybody that knows her and knows her boyfriend knows who that was. But there's nobody in here right now. So, well, I mean, not nobody. You and my mom, and you guys know. So, but slip up. I got one ad so far. Okay, well, I skipped one of 3 and you've gotten 1. So I guess that's not too bad. So maybe they like stagger it between people. I don't know. Now you've done it. I know. I mean, he comes on not regularly, but well, considering she doesn't do videos that often, I guess he's on there maybe only like a quarter of the time. She was actually not around for a while. She had taken a little bit of break off of YouTube for a few months. She had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, she and I speak on Instagram. I don't want to say regularly, but every few weeks, probably. Yeah. But anyway, okay. So I was going to start, what I was thinking originally was, okay, well, I can do an hour for this project, and an hour for this project, and an hour for this project. But then I was like, okay, I'm only doing it for 2 hours, and that I don't even know if that's what's going to happen. But we're going to work on 2 projects. I'm going to continue working on the project bag that I had started. You have a green light. Anyway, we had Claire from wait a minute, which way am I working on this? Where am I? I'm so confuzzled. Where am I? Okay. I'm on one of the sides. Oh, I'm needing to close up this gap. Wait a minute, I have to count the stitches. Hold on. What is Claire's channel name? I'm like having a brain fart right now. What is happening? Hold on a second. Oh, I'm going from the wrong direction. That's why. Is this where I'm headed? I think, did I close this? I did. Okay, let me make sure that I'm at 22 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, so yikes. We're gonna be on a non-expressway for that many miles. That's crazy. That's like the entire way there. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna see how much fun we have on this ride. Anyway, so the project bag, let's see. She talks. Oh, we're in Indiana. Wahoo! But it's crazy. We're on like a regular street for the balance of the way for 2 hours. That's nuts. I know the entrance to the ramp of the expressway we were going to be on was closed. But could they have it all closed? So weird. Okay, well, who knows? Maybe we'll just end up talking more than crocheting. But she talks quite a bit about him, though. Yes, she does. And a lot of times you'll hear his in the background because he'll be working on something in the house and she's like, oh, it's just whatever. And she's got a really cute dog. Blake's, if I say it, anybody that knows her will know who it is because he likes this particular thing in the room that she's normally in. Claire has the cutest crochet chicken coming soon. I must make a couple. Yeah, everybody I see doing market prep does the chickens now. I'm gonna make some of them, but they're gonna be bigger than the standard ones because that's just the way I roll. Maybe I'll make a couple little ones, but I don't know. But I'm also going to be making something. I'm going to attempt to make adjustments to it. Crochet with Claire. That's what it is. Crochet with Claire, who does this project bag, which I got from Rose with Rose Likes Crochet, who, gets it from Claire. But Claire was on my last live, and that was super cool. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-O. Hold on, guys. I got to get to the yarn. I was prepared to do this. Okay. At least until I need the next thing. So here, okay, this isn't right side out. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. So I'm actually not sure where the handles go because I'm not anywhere near there. But we are halfway up a side. And I have 22 stitches before, and it's double crochet, but it's 22 stitches. And then you are in the 22nd stitch, and then you skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you do a tight second crochet so that you don't have the huge gap like you would or could. You got to see my big girl chicken. I've named her Dolly Part Hen. I will share some photos of her. Yeah, that would be awesome. So anyway, I'm just going to crochet across and hope I don't skip any stitches, and I'll just count the stitches once I get to the corner. And it's a granny square, basically. Well, not, but kind of. But the granny square corner, that's the 2 double crochet, 2 chain 2 double crochet. It is 2, right? Yeah. Love the color you're using. Yeah, this one, I was thinking it was Christmas because it's red and white. But they have it, it's called Monkey Red, and it's for the monkey, the sock monkey. But that's not the yarn that's being used on that monkey. So I don't know where that was coming from or going or whatever. So I'm trying to do it so that you can see my hands without me having to hold it up too high, but at the same time see my face. So yeah. Anyway, if you guys start flying or whatever, I'll try to catch you, but no promises. It is the road after all. It's actually quite easy to skip a stitch on this if you're not like paying attention. Be right back. Okie dokie. So I'm guessing my mom has the live running, but is not like actively watching it, which is totally cool. Hopefully we'll have some more. Hopefully the notification has gone out to everybody. I tried to start it. I didn't want to start. I was going to start it like an hour, like right when we got in the car, have it ready. But then the computer was going to be running for that full time, plus however long I was on the live. And I didn't want the battery to die or anything. So, yeah. All right. So let me make sure. Wait, no. Let me get to the corner here and then count my stitches. I can't wait to see Leanne's big girl chicken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, okie dokie. So what are you guys working on? Anything special? You got anything going? I'm actually going to be signing up for a market It's actually an online market the entire month of September. You have full admin rights to the site, I guess. I think it's on Is it on Facebook? I don't know where it is. But you can do lives. You can take pictures of different items as many times a day. You can post them, whatever. I don't know how that works. I don't know anything about it. And when I requested the details, it's basically what I was told. So I'm planning on doing that. Then at least one market in October, possibly two, and then one in November, one in December is what my plan is. However, there was one that I really wanted to do. It was 3 weeks in September and I think 3 weeks in October. I was going to pick two of the dates, but there's no openings. She said she will let me know if anything changes. But another ad, and it just said one was inserted. What is happening? I don't understand. You guys need to let me know if you guys are getting bombarded with ads. I'll turn ads off completely, which I kind of don't want to do because then there's no income stream. But it's just nuts. Okay, so yeah. So again, if you guys are in the Fort Wayne, Fort Wayne, Indiana area, and want to come to the Sweetwater Guitar Fest, which is free, you can go online and request a ticket. That's where we're going to be today. Yeah, I'm really hoping we entered a contest that they had. You choose $5,000, put it into your wish list, and then when it closed, they went in and they're going to pick a winner the 31st, I think, of this 30th of this month, something like that. And so both Mr. Boyfriend and I picked a $5,000 of equipment. I didn't tell you guys. I was in Florida 2 weeks ago, I think. And prior to that, we were talking about possibly changing up some of our furniture in the house. And actually, Mr. Boyfriend started moving stuff around, but it just didn't work out that way. So I'm in Florida, and he's like, well, I'm working on a house project, or a household project. So if I'm not around, that's what I'm doing. It's like, okay. So I was thinking it was either he's changing the entire apartment as far as furniture, or he was doing something with our garden section that we have inside. It's like a table that we have set up with plants. But we briefly said we didn't know if we wanted to rearrange it because we had more room on the table now and whatever. So he's doing a household project while I'm in Florida. Now, granted, he worked that week, but he had evenings or afternoons and evenings free. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I get home. The one thing I was kind of sad about was I was super nauseous. We're in the car. We're halfway home from the airport. And I was like, okay, we need to pull over. I need to get something to eat because I am so nauseous. I don't know what it was. And so we get home and I'm like, I was just like, it just was, I don't know. So, but there's this surprise, and I walk in and the plant thing is the same and the furniture is the same. And I'm like, but on the doors to our sunroom, which is our music room, where Mr. Boyfriend has his guitars and some of his guitars and stuff, and his his work, that's his studio. Well, now our studio, but that's his studio. So on the doors there was all I could see was the shears, but there was a blackout curtain behind it. And so I was like, oh, okay. But I still wasn't exactly sure what was happening. And mind you, I'm really not feeling well. And so, but, I'm excited because I want to know what's happening. So he opens up the shear and he opens the door. And it was dark in there to start. And so I walk in and I noticed, the first thing I noticed was the change that he made on one side, and like more organized. But then I turn to the right, and there's a drum kit. Now, over the years, I love music, and I love hearing music, like feeling the music. And I appreciated all the songs and stuff that I would be listening to all my life. But as you guys know, we've been to now, like, I don't know, 40 concerts, and we have like 3 in the next week, I think. And we're seeing Metallica tomorrow, actually. So now I'm appreciating music even more because I'm seeing the individual parts of the bands, the guitarist, the bassist, the singer, the drummer, the keyboardist, the whatever there is. But the drums is what I was like totally focused on. And I was like, oh my God, that's so awesome. I'm like, I want to play drums. So one day we were at a guitar center, and I sat behind a drum kit, and Mr. Boyfriend's face was just like, whoa. Can I tell them what you said? How I look? He goes, wow, you're hot. And so then I just start like banging on it. He goes, oh my God, you have rhythm. He doesn't know why he was surprised at that, but he was like, wow, you have rhythm. And so then we would go in there every so often, and I would be playing it. And okay, so then nowhere in my mind did I think we were getting a drum kit in any like near future, because one, we're in an apartment. I mean, it's a house, but it's still an apartment. However, the studio, there's a balcony, outside balcony on top, and a cellar downstairs. So there's some, sorry guys, some wiggle room for sound. But so we started out with a practice pad, which is just like an octagonal, I think it's octagonal, an octagonal like wooden piece with like it's not foam, some kind of rubber, I think, on it. And so you can practice with sticks or whatever. And I mean, I have like, I don't know how many, probably 20 single sticks from different bands because I asked for them, and picks for Mr. Boyfriend. But we had a couple of sets of sticks. Well, we actually got a set a while ago. So we had a practice pad for me to be able to practice on. And so then we were at a garage sale, and we went to a concert, Mr. Boyfriend's friends, Cortege, they're a great band. And the woman that's part of the band had this thing. It's a stand-up thing, and there's like 3 different like a larger, middle, and smaller, essentially drum that you can twist while playing to change the everything, the pitch and everything. Well, we happened to be at a garage sale, and it's called a Rototom. And so, I mean, it was like ridiculously cheap. And so he's like, okay, well, this is a little bit more of an introduction to drums. And that's what I figured it was going to end at. And although I know Mr. Boyfriend, and when he gets something in his mind, and he's been more interested in drums now. He's still guitar, totally focused guitar, but is now interested in drumming a little bit too. So, and I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to take lessons possibly. So we were looking online and stuff. And I don't know if you guys know Drumeo, but Drumeo is a great website. And there's this one woman instructor there that's awesome. And she does free stuff they do free stuff on YouTube. Anyway, so then I don't shop on Temu, but Mr. Boyfriend has it on his phone. And so we get this package one day, and there's like a million things in there, a million little things in there, because it's like a few cents here, a few cents there, whatever. So I pull out a cymbal, and I was like, okay, I guess we're starting to build a drum kit one piece at a time. And so, okay, so now we have a cymbal. And so then I go to Florida. Totally have no idea that anything like this is brewing. So I get home. Now we're back to me getting home. And
we had the cajon already, though.
Oh, right. No, we did get a cajon and a djembe, which are like the djembe, you could look it up, but djembe is handheld. Well, you typically hold it between your knees, and then you play on it, and like it kind of, think of a conga, kind of, but not. And then the cajon is like a box that sits on the floor, and you sit on it, and then you kind of bang the front specifically, and then you could do the sides and whatever you want to do on the top, whatever sound you want to make. This one happened to be considered a double bass because there were two openings on the bottom front, and when you get the top sounds kind of like a snare drum and whatever. So we did have those also. So I get home and he opens the door, and I see the change that he did on one side, and I didn't notice that he had put the carpet. He put padding and a carpet on the bottom, but I turned to the right and I saw it, but it didn't register right away. And then I was like, totally not feeling well. So I'm not like as, excited and squealy as I would have been had I been feeling right. But I was like, oh my God, there's a drum kit. What? And so it's a 5-piece drum kit, and now we have we have a bunch of different cymbals, but it's got the bass, which is part of, well, like one of my favorite things of a drum kit. But the bass drum, the 2 toms, the floor tom, and then the snare. And if you pay attention to the drum kit on a stage, if you go to live concerts, or I guess watch videos, you would think that the bass drum, which is the big round one that's facing everybody, is the center of the kit, but it's not. The snare is actually the center for the drummer, but it looks like it's so anyway. So then we've got the hi-hat. We have 2 crashes, 1 ride crash. Zildjian is like one of my favorite brands of cymbals. And then I don't know, we have a couple other things, but anyway, so I've got a drum kit. I've started taking online lessons. I actually am signed up for a free 15-minute lesson tomorrow, which the in-person I'm really excited about, because I want them to show me how to properly hold the sticks, because there are many different ways. But that's one thing I want to get out of this class tomorrow in person. And the one girl that I really like on Drumeo, when you're drumming, you're supposed to be doing it cross-handed, like on the hi-hat and the snare. And the one guy that we know at Guitar Center, which is where the lessons are, he's like, I could teach you, but I don't want to, because I do it open-handed, which is not the proper way to do it. It's not wrong, it's just not the proper way. And he's like, I don't want you to start with bad habits. So she, on Drumeo, does it closed-handed. I'm sure she does it open too, but she teaches it closed-handed. So her free class, 5-minute class, I did no problem. Well, then I saw that she offered a 30-day online class for whatever the price is. And so it was a possible consideration. But then Mr. Boyfriend found on Drumeo a giveaway where you can win a drum kit, but you have to sign up for a 7-day free trial for their website, where you can get all kinds of classes and stuff. And they figure if you're serious enough to do that's your entry to get this, to win this drum kit. Not that we need another drum kit, but you could sell it, whatever. So we did that, and I found I can't find her actually on this particular, I don't know that it's access to the whole, I don't know what it is, but anyway, so I found this one dude that I like that I started taking lessons, but he does it open-handed. So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to learn how to do it open-handed. So I did the first day, which it's 10-minute classes, 5 days a week. Except I started it on Thursday. Yeah, I started on Thursday, so I didn't start it like Monday. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do it every day, and then it'll end earlier than a month. But I started day 1 on Thursday, and I was having such a hard time. I was getting the hi-hat and the snare, but I was having a hard time keeping the beat of the bass. And so I just didn't do the bass. It was not connecting. Like it just was not connecting in any way. So I did it, I think twice. I went through that. So then yesterday I did day one time, and I got the bass with it. And then I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and try day 2. And it's basically the same, except he has you move your left hand a little bit more. And so Mr. Boyfriend, I heard it because I had the headphones on because he was practicing guitar. And at one point I heard him playing with me, which was awesome. I didn't totally realize that's what he was doing, but I kind of thought that's what he was doing, and then later that's what he told me he was doing. And so then yesterday and then early this morning, he's like, no, seriously, it sounded great. He's like, and I goes, we started a band, which is awesome. And he said, one thing that a lot of guitarists don't have when they're learning or not in the band, they don't have like a drummer or anything. And I have a guitarist as the drummer, but now he has a drummer, and so we've officially started our band. He has a couple friends that play. He has a friend in particular that's come over to play that plays a bass, which is awesome, the bass guitar. So I'm starting drumming lessons, and I'm so excited. Like I practiced for like 45 minutes yesterday. It was nuts. And he has a new guitar teacher, which is awesome. We actually went on Thursday to a coffee shop that he was playing at. It was just him. It was amazing. He's been playing for like 40 years. He's amazing. But it somehow sparked something in Mr. Boyfriend because he was taking lessons from a friend that he worked with, and that friend moved, and so then he would practice typically a few days before he had his class, and his class would be maybe once a month or whenever they had time or whatever. It wasn't anything really structured. And then he stopped playing for a while. He would once in a while strum the guitar or whatever, but he wasn't playing for a while. Then he found this teacher. Well, actually he was going to go with another guy that he knows that's like this major, like famous guitarist online, but he's been too busy and having internet problems. So Mr. Boyfriend finds his teacher. Now he ends up practicing for like 2-3 hours a day. I'm like, who is this person? He was practicing in the middle of the night. He couldn't sleep the other night. He's practicing like at 4:00 in the morning or something like that for like an hour. And so, but I practiced for 45 minutes on the drum yesterday. It was so awesome. And now, like today, I was like disappointed that I wasn't going to be able to practice. Like when I couldn't sleep at like midnight. I was working on the card for the person I'm meeting tonight. And I was like, oh man, I want to go play. He can plug his headphones, the guitar that's in the amp, to his headphones and practice. And all you hear is the little bit of strumming but you're not actually hearing the electric guitar. Me, not so much. I don't have an electric drum kit. I have an acoustic drum kit.
Practice pad.
Oh yeah, I could do the practice pad, but now that we have the drum kit, I don't want the practice pad. I know. Well, actually, when we went to 4th of July thing in our city, our township, there was this what was the name of them? The brass guys. They had a bunch of brass, like clarinet and saxophone and something. Anyway, there's a bunch of guys. But we walked up behind the stage and talked to the drummer. And when we did that, we noticed that he was practicing on his practice pad before he started drumming on the drum kit, which was cool. And he said, yeah. And one of the guys that I found on YouTube that I was listening to, he said it was practicing on the practice pad before we got the drum kit. And he goes, it's awesome because I know that there are probably thousands of drummers around the world practicing with me on their drum kits. He's like, and that's what you have to do. You have to practice on drum kits. Okay, anyway, let's get back to what the chat is saying. I don't know that there's much being said. Love the color here. How will the market bag look? Let me see if I can find the video that shows the picture of it. So anyway, yeah. So We are headed to the Sweetwater Guitar Fest in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Miley, we have somebody watching Miley, which is honestly the only reason I'm even mentioning where we're going. I'm going to see if I can take a screenshot and enlarge just the picture because it's the thumbnail of a video. And if you guys are in Fort Wayne and want to get tickets to the Guitar Fest, which are free on the Sweetwater website, you just have to, I don't know how you get them, but you can look up and get them. You're not going to be able to really tell. Oh, maybe now. No. No, that's not going to work. And okay, I don't know. I can't get the glare away, but can you see that, Mom? It's not really a full picture of it, but that's kind of sort of what the idea of it is. So, yeah, that was my whole long thing about the drum kit. I was listening, didn't want to interrupt. Hey, Tammy, welcome. How are you, my friend? Well, they're only supposed to be doing 2 dances tomorrow. But yes, we're planning on going before for a little bit. How are you feeling, by the way? That's so cool. I've been listening. We gifted all of our kids and grandchildren musical instruments for Xmas 6 years ago. All of us are musical, not heavy metal, though. Yeah, well, that's where we're both going. But hi, Twisted Stitches. Good morning, Leanne. Hi, Tammy. Doing pretty good. Hi, Larissa. How are you all feeling? Yeah. So anyway, so that was my big surprise when I got home from Florida. So I'm super excited. So one day I'll have to maybe play something for you guys. I mean, evidently I'm in the process of learning a song that I'll be able to play at the end of the 30 days online. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know. I'm going to do the free 15-minute in-person class tomorrow. I was trying to reschedule it, but I haven't been able to get a hold of the guy. And will after I do a few things online, I'll decide whether or not I want to do like a person. I think it would be important, but the one thing granted, it would only be like for an hour a week. Which is fine, and then they would give you homework, like you would have to practice whatever it is that you were working on in person at home, which of course is now easier because I have a drum kit. But the thing I like about this online way that I'm doing it is that there's every day 10 minutes that you're adding to it and you're practicing, and it's like incrementally structured to get to the point that you want to go to. And there are so many different teachers, so many different styles, so many things that we could add. Now we don't have double bass pedal for the bass, and there are a lot of double bass instructional things. But there are so many different whatevers that I can practice with. Now that can help, although right now I'm learning the incorrect way, open-handed, not the incorrect way, but not the proper way, open-handed. So when I go to a teacher in person, I'll be like, look at what I can do. And be like, okay, now we got to change it all. And so, but at least I'll have something. But it's funny because what did I do with crochet? My very first blanket, or my very first project, was a commission piece, which was a crocodile stitch, because I could not figure out how to start with a single crochet. It just didn't click. But then I saw the crocodile stitch and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I want to do it. And I was able to do it, and I taught myself backwards how to get back to the single crochet. Here, first day of the practice, I just could not put the hi-hat and snare together with, well, actually I was playing the snare as a drum. I didn't lift the whatchamacallit to make it a snare, but that doesn't matter. I wasn't able to get the rhythm of the bass with what I was doing with my hands. But then yesterday, I was able to, but it wasn't like full on until I added day 2. And then I was like, okay. And then I was able to kind of, I still like got stuck in a couple places, but I was able to pick up easier than before. Whereas the day before, I like had to start from the beginning because it just wasn't clicking. So I don't know. Maybe I need to go to something like ridiculously complicated and then teach myself backwards. But I'm feeling okay, Tammy. Thanks. I have a good idea of the market bag now. Thanks. You're welcome. Oh yeah, an update on my mom. Um, I was able to go to her next CT scan, her last the CT scan that she had. I was able to be there for, and her blood work and stuff. Her blood work was good, and the CT scan looked good. He said that because there were several tumors, evidently, and he said none of them. We were able to get to see him sooner than what would be normal, because normally if there's like a question on the CT scan and he does, it's not like a definitive or whatever, or he needs a little bit more detail, he'll then wait for the radiology report to come in. If he sees it and he's like, yeah, this is great, or yes, I know what the problem is, he'll have you come in earlier and talk to you about it. So in this case, he had us come in earlier because he felt confident to give the news. And he said that, and the little tiny things that had been there, he couldn't find. And the one tumor that we knew of that had shrunk significantly, but was still there, but didn't warrant continuing full-on chemo, all 3 of them, and just staying on the Herceptin, which is her maintenance chemo that she'll be on indefinitely for now, is doing its job, and it, looked better. So yay, that was super exciting. And yeah, so let's get to this some more, because I should be switching over to the loveys, but I think I'm gonna. Oh, I do want to get your opinion. I don't know that I'm gonna switch over to the lovey right now because I kind of want to work on this, but I do want to get your opinion on hook size based on yarn I'm using for my next lovey. Good morning, everyone. Hello, it's raining yarn. Have you been in my live before? If so, and you told me your name, I apologize, I forgot it. If you haven't, and you wouldn't mind sharing your first name, I would appreciate it because I like to be able to, welcome people by name. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, so not that much. Still, I know, but it's better than what it could have been being an hour different. Hold on. So thank you for the continued thoughts and prayers for my mom, and thank you for continuing to keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Uh, that's very much appreciated. That's good news, Larissa. I will continue to keep you in my prayers, sweet lady. Thank you so much, Leanne. My name is Russ. I can never remember people's names. If you were a dog, I'd remember your name for life. And I can't just pretend you're a dog. It doesn't work that way. My brain just doesn't. But if you were a dog, no problem. Hello, Russ. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would consider that. Hey, Jen. Welcome. How are you, my friend? Long time no see. Hi, it's raining yarn. I love your channel name. I know, right? That it's awesome. Thanks, Leanne. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see where my stitch count is on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oopsie. Wait, that's not possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, yeah, that is possible. Okay. All right, so I'm at 22. Wait a minute. I'm there. I skipped those two and skipped those two. Okay, yep. Okay, so for those of you that are just joining, we are on our way to Fort Wayne, Indiana, where we're going to the Sweetwater Guitar Fest. If you live in that area, or if you are in that area, and you're into music, you can get free tickets on their website. I think on their website, or maybe through email or something. But just look up Sweetwater, one word, Sweetwater Guitar Fest. You can figure that out. Free tickets. It's an all-day event. And so if you would like to meet up, or just not because we're like actively wanting to check out the music stuff, but if you want to meet, that would be awesome. Miley, we have somebody watching Miley because we're going to be gone all day, and that's just not fair for her, and she's having fun times. What else? And I guess I can go ahead and tell everybody who I'm meeting today. Leanne guessed it right on my Facebook group. But I've been following her for years. I absolutely love her. She's just so awesome. She does crochet, but she primarily knits, or she knows how to crochet, but she primarily knits. Um, but if you know her tagline, "Grab your drink," you'll know who it is. um, but it's Chevis with Chevy Rel's stuff in the stuff room. Her dog, Ditto, who loves to chew on her sequin pillows. He goes line by line by line. And she always catches him. She's like, Ditto, no. And her boyfriend, Dan. Ditto's not coming to dinner, but we are meeting up with Chevis and Dan. I'm so excited. I was hoping to see her at the Michigan Fiber Festival, but she's not going to be able to make it. So when it turned out that we were able to, because we weren't going to be able to do this if we weren't able to find somebody for Miley. We found somebody for Miley, so we ended up doing this. So I reached out to her because we chat on Instagram every few weeks. But and I was like, okay, we're going to be like so close to you. Are you available for dinner? And she was like, oh my God, we could do it. I was like, yay. So super excited. Can't wait to see her, or meet her, I should say. I thought she was the largest YouTube channel creator that I met to date. But technically, Rose with Rose Likes Crochet has like 2,000 more subscribers. But what's the big deal about that? But Chevy Rell has been around a lot longer. So I'm really excited. Can't wait to meet her. We're going to have a good time. And yeah, that's going to be awesome. Let's see. Hi, Jen. Hello, Jen. LOL, Russ. It's never a bad thing. Oh, wait. How did I miss that comment? Okay, wait a minute. It's okay. Thanks, Leanne. I appreciate it. Hello, Russ. Always in my prayers. Thank you, Tammy. I should change my channel name to It's Monsooning. That would be awesome. If you watch my other channels, you'll see a diagram behind me. Hi, Jen. Hello, Jen. Hello, Russ. That's never a bad thing. Never a bad thing. Hi, Leanne. Thank you, Tammy. You'll be 1.25 hours from me. We're going to be there all day. If you want to take a trip, feel free. I did an unboxing video from Joann's and Premiere. Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to check out your channel. I don't want to, let me see. I don't want to open it right now. No, that didn't work. Hold on. If I go to channel, what is it going to do? Uh-oh. Okay. All right, Russ, I just subscribed to your channel. Yes, do it. Yeah. Larissa, I miss Chevis. I know. She did post a video a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I don't know. time kind of melts. Was it before I went to Florida or was it after? I was so happy to see her because I had reached out to her a few weeks ago because I hadn't seen her on Instagram. I hadn't seen her on anything. And so we chatted about it and stuff. And so this is going to be awesome. Grab your drink. Exactly. And her whips, you know how she always changes it to black and white and she like that. That's her thing. I love it. Oh my God. I love watching that woman. Sounds like fun. Yes. I wish I could, but I have to work this afternoon. That sucks. Well, maybe next time. This won't be the last time we'll be in Indiana, I'm sure. I'm getting ready. Wait, well, you don't have to. Are we on Messenger together? That did nothing. Are we on Messenger or email? Do I have your address? Do you guys want to see my eyeballs or see my sunglasses? Okay, but I can't really read stuff now. I don't know. Maybe I can. Hold on. I'm getting ready to do another unboxing video from Premiere. LOL. I subscribed to your channel as well. I just found you. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Russ. I appreciate it. And as a general rule, for the last couple of years, I've been basically small business and hand-dyed yarn. However, this year, because I'm wanting to do a few markets, I did they haven't been posted yet. And I cannot get our camera to start now, so I don't know what's going on, and I still have videos on there. But I do have several unboxing videos that will be going up. However, there's going to be a hand-dyed or a local yarn shop first. No, I don't have anything but YouTube. Okay, and if you've never received a Christmas card from me, that means, I haven't sent them out the last 2 years, but if prior to that, then that means I don't have your address. If you want, feel free to email me, or if we're coming through or whatever, I can let you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I got to do a tight stitch right here. Let's see if I did it tight enough. Yep. Okay. So now, I don't know if these sunglasses are going to work for this, but people that work at look. And this way they only know what I'm saying, they know what everybody else is saying, and can decide if they want to chime in. You know how that is. Okay, so we were going to work on a lovey, but I think I'm just going to work on this because I really want to get some progress on here. Although, I could stay on for another 45 minutes. We have not, I don't know that we've been through this part of Indiana, have we? No. And I know I started the live early, but, I had to kind of go with when I was up or around. And, Leanne and my mom have been on since the beginning, or when it started. But for Leanne, it's an evening live, which never happens for her because, she's 15 hours ahead of us, or me. And it's now evening time for her. Normally it's morning time when I do my lives. So that's a nice little switch for her. And I am going to check my stitch count as soon as I do this corner. So now the corner is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And now we'll check, let me check this first. Be comfortable. The sun here lately has been extreme. I asked if we could shut the oven and open the freezer for a while. Yeah, actually, we've had the windows open the last 2 nights. And during the day, honestly, he's still in a long sleeve shirt, but we have different temperature gauges in our bodies. But I was in a long sleeve shirt with this short sleeve shirt earlier because it was like 55. And during the day, the last 2 days, it's been in the sun. No, the day before yesterday, I think it was 69 and the day high. And the day before that, the high was like 71 or 72 or something. It's been beautiful out. We will have a couple days next week that are back in the low 80s, but with the highs in the highs in the low 80s, lows in the 60s. Right now, we're at highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s. Oh wow, is that a drone? No, yeah, but that's so little. It looks like an eagle soaring. That's a plane? Whoa, dude. Oh yeah, okay, now I see it. Wow, he's like right on the holy cats. He's like right there. I could touch him. Okay, maybe not. He could touch him. He just landed in this field, but there's no landing strip. That's a field of corn.
Crop dusting.
Oh, crop dusting. Wow, he's like right on the top of the corn. What is crop dusting again? What are they dusting? I mean, what are they? Ugh, pesticide. Ugh. Ucky. La, la, la. Wear your sunglasses. Check your vision. It's important. Hey, Nat, you're breaking up. Gonna go out. Am I breaking up for anybody else? I mean, we are kind of, I don't know where we are. We're in Indiana somewhere. Wow, that was crazy. I know, I see. That's nuts. I've never seen that. That's awesome to see crop dusting happening. Okay, not that I like the pesticide, but to see it happening is kind of cool. What am I working on? I am working on a market bag. It's basically a granny stitch kind of sort of deal. It's from Crocheting with Claire, who's also from Australia. She was on my live the other day helping me with her pattern. It was awesome. Thank you for pointing that. Leanne, do you want to? Can you find the link to the project bag and share it, please? Thank you for pointing that out to her about protecting her eyes, Leanne. I live in Michigan, right above South Bend, Indiana. Oh, okay, cool. South Bend, Indiana. I'm trying to picture the states right now and having a hard time with it. Okay, I'll figure it out. I'm back and came into you talking about high 70s and low 50s. Man, I could use that kind of weather. So hot here lately. Come up for a visit. Even Stuart commented, hey, is that Natalie? What is she doing on your screen at night? Leanne's husband. That's funny. Oh, what is she doing on your screen at night? Are we playing trivia? Stuart's good at trivia. The most of your makes are here. Wait, at trivia, like most of your makes here. I know. He was always answering the questions. You're funny, Natalie. Why? What did I say? Bag. Okay, I got it. I got the right amount of stitches. So anyway, yes. I was kind of hoping to have market this summer, but it just didn't work out that way. That being said, I am hoping to do a month-long online market, September 1st through the end of September, where I guess each person that is a market vendor has full admin access to the site. You can add as many items every day, as many pictures, as many videos. You can do lives, you can do whatever, and you're selling on there. I have no idea how this works, and I haven't gotten any more detail than that. But that will be my September one. I'm hoping to do at least one, but hopefully 2 in October. Although I think as far as dates, I think there's only one weekend that works. So maybe a 2-day event. I don't know. But I also have my eye on one in December and I think one in November. So now it's just going to have to be buckle down and make stuff. So we'll see how that goes. South Bend is God's country where Notre Dame lives. Hold on. Let me. Okay, I can't see anything. Oh, now it's recognizing my face. Map of South Bend, Indiana. No, I don't want directions. I just want the map. Okay, I kind of sort of see it. Oh, so it's right around the lake. Kind of, sort of. Okay. Cool beans. We are farm country up here. Crop dusting happens all the time here. LOL. Well, I mean, all around us we have fields of corn. We saw one field of wheat. But we have corn like all over us, all around us. I mean, our area is metropolitan isn't the right word. It's not urban. We have a lot of urban areas around us, and lots of farmland, but it's primarily all corn, which that's what we have around us right now is corn everywhere. Crochet with Claire's Market bag link. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate it. That's not a neat link, but it works. That's all that matters. Okay, so let's get this rolling. Honestly, I was hoping to have more done, but I got to chat. So anyway, I'm not making this meetup with Chevis like a big YouTube thing. Our camera isn't working. Two, if we do get any video, it'll be probably on Mr. Boyfriend's phone, and it'll probably just be like a quick thing, like kind of like I did before, like with Becky and stuff, and Tammy, which actually you haven't seen that one yet. But and of course, we'll get some pictures and stuff, and I'll be able to post that. And I'm asking her to. She may post the pictures. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens, but I'm just really excited. And it's fun. I think she was at the Chicago Yarn Con, which we weren't able to attend. And it's funny, in our hometown, we weren't able to go to the Fiber Festival, but that's all right. We'll be going to one, which I'm really excited about because I've never been to like a yarn festival or Fiber Festival. And I mean, we do have plans to still do our own, which is one reason I wanted to make sure to hit a Fiber Festival so I can kind of see the layout and the plan and everything a little bit better. So that when we're ready to do ours in Florida, we have a better idea, because there's really not any kind of a major Fiber Festival in Florida. That's crazy, but there's not, at least that I've been able to find. Natalie's Facebook group link, please jump in and join, share what you're working on. Yes, actually, I really want to get the Facebook group more active. I mean, we have like 140 some odd members, but I would like to get some pictures shared about works in progress or finished objects or whatever. If you have questions, ask them. Anything, that would be awesome. Gotta grab a shower. I'll leave you running. Safe travels. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate you having been here. Hopefully one day we'll be able to meet up somewhere. Have a great day. Have a relaxing shower if you can. Have a great day at work and everything else. I will talk to you soon. I appreciate it. All right, let's see how many stitches I have here. What are you guys working on, by the way? Okay, so I've got 22 stitches. So now I tighten it up. I skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and go into the 5th with a super tight, which under normal circumstances wouldn't be a big deal because I have a hook grip as a general rule. But for some reason, when I'm skipping all these stitches, like I it just like I naturally want to open it up. Honestly, I've really relaxed my grip. Oh, and I think I decided that I want to make a couple of good hats. Okay, not that my hats, I mean, acrylic hats aren't good hats, but like, using north, um, you kind of want on show their table or their how they have their setup, and then actually go through the breakdown of what I sold, how much I made, that type of thing, because it kind of gives you an idea. And now, granted, depending on where you live, your prices may be different, and online prices would be more than in-person prices, that kind of stuff. But enjoy your meeting and the festival. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate it. Take care, Jen. You too, Twisted Stitches. I'm finishing off a granny square blanket. It's humble but very pretty, vintage colors. Oh, cool. Bye, Jen. Major buffering for me. Bye, Leanne. Same here with the buffering. Turnpike driving is bad reception in a lot of places. I mean, if it gets too bad, I'll just have to end the live. I mean, I'd rather not yet, but I may have to. I don't want to make you guys suffer. Just let me know if it gets too bad. Sorry, I was trying to not count out loud because I know if anybody else is working on stuff and counting, that can get, that can be disruptive. It's the area they are driving. Are you all okay now? Live watchers. Yeah, please let me know if the buffering is too bad. If it is, I don't know that there's a point in my, restarting it because we're on the express. Well, now we are actually on it. Well, it's a two lane each way, I guess, expressway, but somewhere in Indiana. We're headed to Fort Wayne, but live, not lice. It comes and goes. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess it would depend on because I'm using his hotspot, so it would depend on wherever the towers are. Okie dokie, artichokes. Sometimes it's absolutely fine, like now, at times, really bad. We hear most of what you're saying. Okay, well, I guess that's what's important. Okay. We made up a couple minutes. So, anyway, I don't know exactly how far to go, and it looks like the handles are going to be like here to here and here to here, corner to corner. I think, based on what I was seeing. Whoa, sorry guys. But then I don't know how these sides work up, unless, okay, it must be that I have to okay, I think there's quite a bit more that I have to do, but I think I only have one more skein of this yarn because I was going off of Rose saying that she uses about 400 meters at 400 yards per market bag using this pattern. And this has 153 yards. and I figured I'd have 459, I think, is if I did the math right, yards. So I should have enough yardage. I just don't know how many yards I need for the handles. So I guess I should, I mean, I'm not there yet. I'm going to at least do this skein. But I guess I need to go back to the video and watch it to where she goes to the handles. But, oh, really quick, I'm not switching over to the Loveys, but this particular one, I want your opinion on what size hook to use. Now, what I have, sorry guys, what I have with me, I have a 7mm, I think an 8mm and a 10mm possibly with me, which I'm not starting it now, and I don't know that I'll be starting it later on the ride home because I don't know who's driving. And I don't know that I brought my neck light. But there's 2 strands that I'm working together of 4 weight yarn, so worsted weight yarn. The recommended for each individual one is 5mm. I have a feeling the 7mm, the hook is going to not be quite deep enough to pick up both strands. Let me know what you think. Should I go to the 8mm? I don't have a 9mm, but I do have a 10mm. Tell me what you would do with 2 strands of worsted weight. And these are like, whoa, these are like proper worsted weight. They're proper worsted. I'm going to say like maybe not quite the thicker edge of worsted, but definitely a lot of yarn. I'd probably go 8mm. Okay, awesome. So that is what I will do when I get to that. And I hope I didn't just tangle up the yarn because that would suck. Thank you for that. Personally, I'd do 8 or 9. It will give a looser stitch. All right. So I wonder if I do have a 9mm. I know I have a 10. I'm almost positive it was an 8. Or maybe it was a 9, not an 8. I don't remember. But I'll go with that. I'd want the drape, so go large. Okay. Remember, well, not just a lovey. It's for babies, or kids. And the white yarn is silkier. The red, I think, is Big Twist value, I think, which I do prefer over Red Heart Super Saver, but it's still ucky in my mind. But I just don't like value acrylics. I know, I'm a yarn snob. You can say it. We all know it. I mean, if I'm gonna use a big box acrylic, I'd rather do Karen Simply Soft, but I don't necessarily want to spend the money on that, and I don't often see it on sale. I mean, I guess I could get Hobby Lobby's version of it when it goes on sale, but the yarn keeps catching on my setup over here, and it keeps getting like super tight. Oh, that sun is warm. Mr. Boyfriend's so sweet. He'll adjust the air and stuff and then suffer. I'm kidding, he's not suffering. I don't think. He's panting like a dog. Yeah, Mr. Dog. Okay, I've seen that it says it's doing an ad multiple times. Please let me know if you're getting bombarded with ads so that I kind of know what's going on. I know earlier I had 3 ads come up in 20 minutes, and I have it on the conservative setting. I don't even know what would happen otherwise. But at the same time, my mom had only gotten one of them, and I think Leanne had only gotten one of them. Oh, just saw a South Bend sign. Cool. There's South Bend. Bye bye, South Bend. See you later. We want soft for little stands to grasp it. Yes, we do. I really like the Premier anti-pill for a cheaper way to go. Oh, okay. I gotta kind of go with, value here. See, diesel's more expensive here, just like in Florida. By us, diesel's less expensive than gas. I'm like, that's like the first time I've ever seen that. I've only had 2 so far. 2 what? Earlier had an ad. Earlier had an ad every few minutes. I'm in an ad as you were talking. So that's weird. So Tammy's getting ad after ad. Leanne's only had 2 so far, and she's been here for the last hour and a half. I don't understand what is happening. So I'll try to skip the next one I see come up, and hopefully that does it. I don't know that it does because it doesn't seem to be doing anything it's supposed to do. Yeah, some of my stitches I can tell were like super loose. I hate when that happens. Okay, I think I'm at 22. How am I at 23 again? What is happening here? Okay, so I'm at 22. Now we skip 4, do a super tight stitch in the 5th one. Do we need to stop? Yeah. This is a long ride. Actually, it's not as long as I was expecting. About 4 hours. Oh, 8 to 4. Expected 5 stops. So I'm pleasantly surprised. Back ads just got done. Oh my, well, not that we're not that far away, but I'm gonna go like another 20. So I'm gonna try to finish this round and then start saying my goodbyes, which we know take a while. So anyway, if you are here and you live in the Fort Wayne, Indiana area, or will be in the area anytime before 5 o'clock, oh look, this is the end of the round. And if you're interested in music, we're going to be at the Sweetwater Guitar Fest all day, and you can get free tickets online. Just look up Sweetwater Guitar Fest, and just let me know. I guess email me or messenger me or DM me on Instagram. I'll check my phone periodically, and we have someone watching Miley, so she's all taken care of. And that's going to be so amazing. I want to meet her for so long. So that's super cool. Did I tell you I made some plectrums? I purchased a silicone resin mold from Timu. What's a plectrum? Oh my God, you did? You have to send me some for Mr. Boyfriend. Well, actually, I want to learn how to play the bass, but I got to get the drums down first. Have an amazing time, guys. Sounds like fun. Thank you very much, Tammy. I appreciate that. Are you filming them for a video short or something? Who? Chevis and Dan? I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to her, see if she'd be willing for me to do a short with her. I also want to take a couple pictures with her so I can post it in a video. I may do like a short video to add to a video. Well, actually, I guess it could just be a short. I don't know. I'm going to play that by ear because I don't know. It's not like we're doing a local yarn shop tour or something, or a fiber festival where I would then be adding her into it. Although I could add her to when we do go to the fiber festival, like a little clip, but do a short that specifically as a short, but do then a long form video, but short, just like a couple minutes to add to a video. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'm not. This meetup isn't like let's do this for YouTube thing. It's just a meetup for us. But yet I still want to be like, yay, look who I met. And okay, no pressure to send some pics to Mr. Boyfriend, because that would probably still be very expensive, even in a letter, or however you do it. I just got overly excited about that. But a homemade pic from Leanne, that would be amazing. He's all lit up, like he's super smiley and stuff. Okay, let me count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Wahoo! I did it! I did it! I did it! Okay, so let me slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. Of course, I always end up having an issue with that. Although these are fairly loose stitches, but it's still... So slip stitch, and then chain 3. I can't remember if I do it into that one. That's the chain 3, and then yes, I did. Okay. So let me just get to the corner, I guess, of this one. So 1, whoa, 2. All right. So yeah, I'm not into granny squares as a general rule, but the free pattern for Expression Fiber Arts yesterday was a beautiful, well, it could be a blanket, but Shandy actually showed herself wearing it as a scarf or a shawl. But it's, I think, rectangular, maybe, I think it was rectangular. It could have been, I don't know. But I found that quite interesting. So I don't want to do it because I don't like sewing things together. Yes, Leanne, I know that, but I don't like sewing things together. I know there are advantages, but I don't know. It's just not my jam. I just want to wait. Hold on. I want to see. Okay, I will be at the right things. Right. All right. So which way is the way and the wrong way? This is the right way. So this is going to be a market bag, and I believe the handles will ultimately be on this corner, and then on this corner, I think. Later, Clover Amore hook, which are my favorite hooks.